Hi, how's everybody doing today? Thank you very much for downloading the spreadsheet, Freedom Budget. Just so a couple of things to note once you've downloaded it. There is a Windows version, as you can see here, as well as a Mac version. So whatever computer you're using, make sure you download the appropriate one. Secondly, now I've already enabled it, but you should get a warning here that says enable content. Please make sure to do that so you'll have full access to everything that the spreadsheet has to offer. So step one. So the great thing about this spreadsheet, I'm just going to give you guys a quick overview of what it entails, and then I'll go through exactly how to use it. So when you first log in, you're going to go to the goals tab, and then you can set goals, your debt payoff goal, your savings goal, and you can go through the categories and pick what works for you. Secondly, you'll have the monthly report, which will get filled in as we go. You're going to have the budget input. This is where all your information will be accessed once everything is loaded. Then you have your debt payoff as well as your savings calculator. So back to the beginning here. So now we're just going to fill out the spreadsheet, and just so you can see how to use it. So we'll start off with some debt payoffs. So let's go here and let's say you want to pay off a Visa card. So you just go to add new category, and then you're going to select Visa. Okay, and then we're going to select the amount. Let's just say $5,000. Okay, it's going to ask if we want to add another goal. We'll say yes. Let's say we need to pay off a MasterCard. This one is $8,000. We are going to add a student loan. That's going to be $20,000. Now we're going to add some savings goals. So we'll do emergency fund. Let's say we're going to do just $15,000. And we also want to save for a car. We're going to purchase a car. And no, that should be good for now. So we're going to go no. So first thing it's going to take you is, once you've entered your goals, it's going to take you to the savings calculator. And now it's going to ask you to fill in some information. So it's going to ask what your current saving balance is. So for your emergency fund, let's say you've saved that $1,000, that first little bit. What your interest rate is. If you're just using a savings account, I mean, most of them are 1% or 2% or whatever the case is. So just input whatever rate you're getting. Okay, and how many months you want to achieve this goal. So we're going to say that we want to achieve this in 2 years, so 24 months. Okay, now this is how much you're going to need to save per month to achieve that goal at 2% in 24 months. Right now we want to purchase a vehicle. We have nothing saved currently, and we're going to put this in a little higher interest rate, and we want to purchase this vehicle in 5 years. So we'll have to save $154.69 per month to achieve that goal. What you want to do now is, once you've put that information in, you want to save the data. Okay, once that's done, because we've entered some debt information in there, we're going to go to the debt payoff, and you see we have our Visa, MasterCard, and our student loan. So we are going to enter whatever that payment is. So typically, with Visa and MasterCard and stuff, it's typically 3%. So we'll just use that 3% as your minimum. These are just minimum payments that you're entering here. So we'll be doing 150 for this, and let's just say this is normal rate, so 19%. And then this is going to be, let's just say you have, just for argument's sake, let's just say this is a little lower interest rate. And then your student loan, whatever that payment is that you're currently making, it's $200 and 5%. All right, so now a couple of things you got to decide what you want to do here. So now we are deciding what our extra payment is going to be. Now, if you're not sure what this is, you can leave this blank and you can come back and fill this in after, right? And then I'll show you where this extra payment gets applied to. So what I'm going to just put an extra payment of $100 just to show you how everything works. And now you have the option of using the snowball method, okay, where you're paying the lowest balance first. So what this does is it puts everything, Visa, MasterCard, student loan in the lowest balance first, right? Now the other option is Avalanche. So if we switch that, it's going to switch your payments to that method. We're going to use a snowball method just for this. We're going to add an extra $100. So we're going to save that data. Right. Next step is to go to the budget input. So now what you're going to notice here is that information that we've entered, okay, is already added at the bottom here. So emergency fund, purchase a vehicle, that's already there. Visa, MasterCard, student loan. Okay, one thing you're going to notice, the Visa card, see how it's $250? Okay, it was $150 here, but now we're adding an extra $100 payment. So once you add that extra $100 or $200 or $300 or whatever the case is to help pay off your debt faster, it's automatically going to add it to your budget. Now, in the case of if we were to say use the Avalanche method, right? We save that again. We're going to go back, and it's going to be the highest interest, right? Which is still in this case the Visa. Now, if we were to I'm just going to put this at 25%, just to kind of show you the difference here. So when we go over here, now this is 150, this is 340, right? Because now we're using the Avalanche method, which is highest interest first. This is at 25.99%, the MasterCard. So now the extra payment that we have because we're using the Avalanche method is going to go to the MasterCard. Okay, so we're just going to go back, reset that to what we just had it at, so 15.99. All right, we're just going to save that, and we're going to use the snowball as we were using previously. Okay, so going back to that, now it's 250. Now is where you will enter all your information. So whatever your income is, and you can edit and change your paycheck and things like that to whatever you need. But just paycheck one, bonus, whatever the case is. So we're just going to say, just going to put some numbers in here. To your phone bill. So it gives you plenty of options, what you can do for your utilities, your phone bills, your groceries, if you're eating out at restaurants, whatever the case is, gas, maintenance, car payments. Actually, no car payment because you're saving for a car, or you may be saving for a new car. So, let's just put 200 for argument's sake. Now, if you have any healthcare or anything like that, you can put that in. Any life insurance, you can put that in. Gym membership, and then again, you can add different expenses depending on what you have. And we'll do that. Next was $20. Entertainment, 150. Okay, so I've just added all that information in. So that's it. Once you've added all your information, all that is done. You can just save the data. Okay, and now your budget is done for January. Now, when you go to your monthly report, okay, you're going to refresh the data, and all the data that you've entered in is going to get displaced here now. All right, so going through here, your total income was 8,000. Your total expenses were 5,400. Your remaining budget is 2,500. Let's say, so you have 31% left, and end of the month is in 26 days. Okay, then I'll show you again a little gauge of what your total expenses are versus your remaining budget. And then also, when you go here, you're going to see it categorized and what percentage you're spending in each category. Now, when you go over here to this side, now you're going to see we're going to pick you can pick any debt, right? It's going to show you the progress of where you are in paying off that debt based on the month that you're in. Okay. And then same thing for your savings goal. So whatever your savings goal is going to say, okay, you're at this percentage based on the criteria that you've put in and where we are so far. Now we're going to go back to the budget spreadsheet. So the great thing about this is when you go to February now, okay, again, you're preloaded already for your emergency fund, your purchase of vehicle, Visa, MasterCard. This is the savings and the debt that we've already previously put in, so you don't have to go and do that again. Now what you can do is now, instead of going in and entering all that data again, we're just going to copy from the previous month, and you can go and make any changes you need to make, whether your cell phone decreased, or you cut down on your groceries, or you added expenses, whatever the case may be. You can go through and make those changes, but all the data is already there. You just have to change it. And then once you're done with that, you could save that data, go back to the monthly report, refresh that. Once you refresh it, now you're going to have your February data as well. Now I didn't make any changes, so everything's pretty much going to be the same. But what's going to change now is your percentages, because now you're in February. I went to March. So now you're in February, so your percentages based on whatever card you choose is going to change, right? So now we're paying off our Visa first, so that Visa percentage is going to change, and it's going to show that change as you go. Okay, so next step now would be to continue on, depending on the next month you're in. And again, copy from previous month, and they'll take all that data, and then you can make all the changes you need to make. Save it, and then continue with your budget going forward. Now, if you ever need to add any debts to here, you can go ahead and add, let's see, you got American Express. You put in that information, and you just put that in there. Let's just put 300, and let's just say it's 21.99%. Save that data, and then when we go back to our budget, right, that extra is going to be, that Amex is going to be added in there as well. Okay, so now you have the Amex for $300 added now to your budget, so you can go and make changes and do what you need to do here, and then same thing for the savings. Okay, so just a quick recap. You start off with putting your goal in. Okay, once you put your goal in, debt payoff, savings, whatever the case may be, it's going to take you to savings first. You fill in all your information. Okay, it's going to automatically calculate what it is for the month, and also make sure to, I forgot to mention earlier, for the date. So when you're changing whatever date you're in, so we're in February right now at the time of recording this video, so just you change this to February, right? And same thing with this, you just change the date there. So after you've put in all that information in the savings, so go to the debt, you enter all your information, and you're going to go to the budget spreadsheet with all that information already preloaded, and you enter in all your other data. And then once you're done entering that data, you can go to the monthly budget overview, and then just refresh that data, and that will again update as you go. Very important, you must press refresh each time you go, so it updates all the changes. Okay, so thank you very much again for downloading the Freedom Budget by Navdrea. I hope that this budget does everything for you as it did for me in achieving and reaching your goals, whether that be paying off debt or saving for a house, purchasing a vehicle, wherever the case may be. But I do hope that it meets those goals. Any questions, please email us at info@navdrea.com. And hopefully that everything goes good. And also my book is available on Amazon, so pick that up. It's called Financial Freedom, Your Path to Your Financial Promised Land. Pick that up on Amazon. You can go to my website, www.navdrea.com, for more information on that. And tons of blogs, tons of free information, free calculators there as well. But this one, the Freedom Budget, a lot of work was put into it to make this as streamless as possible and make budgeting not necessarily fun, but easier and pain-free. As you can see, it's pretty automated. So we're really trying to make your life a lot easier. Any questions, like I said, reach out to me. Thank you very much. Have yourself a great day. Take care.